Well, you think I learned my lesson from that first house with all the roaches? Well, think again. Okay, piggybacking from that first house, the day of eviction, it was me and the cop. When you evict somebody, the cop comes and they basically like, all right, y'all gotta get out, and they get out. So we knocked on the door, nobody was there. The house was a mess, the laminate was messed up. They watered down the laminate. They tried to overflow my tub. I mean, it's all in the videos, the roaches was everywhere. The cop didn't even want to walk in. And so I had my boy Jordan with me. I started going to work and we started throwing all the trash outside, killing all the cockroaches, et cetera, et cetera. So while we're cleaning the outside and the inside, one of his kids, he drives by and he like smiles at me. So, you know, if he would've got out the car, you know, stuff would've transpired, but he never got out the car. But anyway, so at this point, I'm thinking like, he already sprayed FU Mori on the wall, so I'm thinking he's gonna like start vandalizing the outside. Like they already did like at least 10,000 of damages outside. So at this point, ain't no telling, like he might spray paint the outside. So we fixed the house in a hurry. We fixed the house probably like in a week and a half. And I'm looking for a tenant. There was still, we bombed the attic, we bombed everywhere. And there was still like a nice amount of German roaches, like still like in that area and in that kitchen area. So at this point, this is 2018, I'm running out of money. So I'm like, man, I need to get this deposit so I could like probably get another exterminator, you know, do some more rehabs and just spruce up the house even more. Like the laminate was gone. I had already put carpet in there, and I'm on a payment plan with the carpet guy, and I paid my plumber because all the issues they had. And so I find somebody, she's willing to pay $1,300, and she got paid enough. As far as like, she met all my qualifications, she didn't. But she looked at the house, everything was cool. So she gave me a deposit, gave me first month's rent. And she started complaining about like the washer and dryer, one of the knobs. I think they broke off one of the knobs, and she's just pointing like little stuff out that they messed up that I didn't catch. And so I'm like, paying to get all that fixed. And I think one of the days, I think she gets off at like 6 or 7. I'm waiting there for the plumber to fix some stuff, and I'm calling her and she's not picking up. And at that point, I'm like, man, I messed up. Like, at that point, I was like, I think I put the wrong person in this house. I think I'm gonna have another situation like I did the first time. Cause she would just hit me up sporadically, like when she had issues, but then when it was time to fix them, or when it was time for my first month's rent, she was kind of like evasive, and she'll hit me up like kind of like when she wanted to. But I mean, she wasn't late, like she probably was like late like 5 days. Like she wasn't late a lot. The first 6 months, everything was great. But like, like I said, there was a couple of more roaches in there. So I wasn't really too like anal about the situation, because there was still roaches. I still was fixing stuff in the house. Like, I think the sink was messed up. I'm just the handles in the restroom, and I think the roof was still leaking. So I got the chimney needed to get that little metal plate around it so that it could stop leaking. So I'm constantly fixing stuff in the house, and then I finally got it right. And then at this point, I'm just like, all right, she gotta start paying me on the first, or she gotta start giving me my late fees. And I think we're like 6-7 months in, and then she's like 2 weeks late. And so I'm like, So I start, you know, hitting her up. I'm just like, hey, look, you know, I fixed everything wrong with the house. You know, there's no more roaches. You know, there's nothing else to complain about. Like, hey, I need my money on time. And she's kind of apologetic. And I think a little bit after that, she like just went ghost on me. Like, I didn't hear from her like in like, I want to say like a month. It was like a little minute. So at this point, I'm like, I'm tired of her. So we did a 3-day notice, and she's hitting me up. She pays all my late fees. I go to her job. She pays me at her job. She gives me a money order, and everything was okay. Everything was okay. And then I think she had like a dude in the house. Her boyfriend was, I think he just lived there. So I think the water, I had an issue with the AC was leaking, and it was like getting everywhere. And I was like, hey, look, you know, give me half of the money and I'll fix the issue, and then we could proceed. And she's like, no, I hit you. I was already current. I hit you up. I was like, no, you didn't. No, you wasn't. You wasn't current. Like, you was not current. Like, I still, like, you need to pay me something, and then I'll fix the issue. And she was not trying to hear it. So I was like, all right, well, started eviction. She was only in there for like 10 months. And she didn't give me no, like, it took them a while to get served. Like, they was like kind of like dodging getting served, but she went to court and she got out like in a month. And then she didn't trash the place, but she had a dog in there. She left trash everywhere. Like, a lot of the carpet got damaged, and it wasn't like the first time. It was nothing that I probably had to spend like another like $1,000 or something. It wasn't that bad. And then by that point, I got all the money from the insurance. So, you know, I cleaned it up again, and I got this new guy in there now. Man, this guy, man, he got like a rooster in the back, like a chicken, and like at this point, I'm thinking this house is just haunted, like, like. And then he complains for everything, like everything. Like, he's so opinionated. Like what I try to do is I try to get people that they might not meet all the qualifications, but they're gonna be appreciative, because, you know, these houses they're renovated and they're made in the 1960s and 50s. So it's like stuff is gonna mess up, you know, unless you get like a brand new house with all new appliances and plumbing and everything and electrical. Like, stuff is gonna mess up. When you're renovating these houses and then you rent them out, stuff is gonna mess up. Like, that's gonna happen. But like, to be complaining about this and then complaining about that, and then you want somebody to come out like the day of, like, that doesn't happen. And at this point, like, I'm just rolling with the punches, and hopefully, you know, I went up on the rent this month because, you know, he complains a lot, and he got like the lady next door. She's fed up with just the whole process. She's tired of all my tenants, so she complains to the city, and she's like, they're like, the city's coming out giving them tickets, and then I got a ticket, so he's gonna pay for that ticket, and then he's getting tickets on his cars because he got like 5-6 cars, and like. At this point, like, if something major happens to that house, like, I'm just gonna sell it and just wash my hands clean with it, because it's like, this house just got too many issues and it's worth too much. It's like, I could probably sell it for $200,000. I only owe like $50,000-$60,000 on it, and I could cash out. But, you know, it is what it is. That's just the life of being a landlord and having tenants. You know, you just gotta roll with the punches, and you just, especially dealing in those type of neighborhoods. Like, if you're not dealing like in the suburbs and in like Bel Air, Missouri City, and those nicer type areas, and that's the type of houses you're gonna be dealing with as well. Especially if you're building them from the ground up, and you have to renovate them and everything. So that's the end of my stories. Watch all my videos and like all my pictures on Instagram. I'm giving out a free beats for the 100th like on my latest video. And I have The Webull link in the description below. If you deposit $100, you get 3 free stocks. SoFi, you sign up for SoFi, you get $50. Chase Freedom, if you sign up, you get like $50, and then my Chase. If you open up a checking account with Chase, you get I think 150 or something like that. Sign up for all my links, and have a nice day.